Okay, hello everyone, I'm back. I know that it's been a very long time since you last heard from me, but here I am, and I still am alive, if you were just wondering. But I finally have figured out how to, actually use my recording software. My microphone went out about a week after I started recording. Well, I take that back. My microphone works. My ports on my computer do not work. So that's something interesting about my computer, is that it just doesn't work for some reason. And it's a new computer, or it was at the time. And I have a completely different setup now. I probably sound like I'm recording from a potato, because I don't have a microphone anymore, because my ports don't work. So, sound quality is probably really bad. But, that's okay. Because honestly, who needs sound quality? I'm just gonna turn those down because I know that it's really loud. So, getting back into the swing of things. Last time we were just getting acquainted a little bit, and we're still just getting acquainted a little bit. So, nothing has really changed. I'm gonna go ahead and load game 1. So, oh yeah, because they were in the cafeteria, and this girl was talking about how she went on a trip, and I was like, wow, what a bougie little girl that I don't care about at all. Telling me about her trip to Italy, I think? But I don't know. So, oh, what's her name? I know that the redhead is Mai. I can't remember the main character's name. No, it's not Hina. That's from Danganronpa. I don't remember her name. I'm sure someone will say it. Okay. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me in a practically minute-by-minute account about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. So Greece. What you're telling me is Greece, except you're not the new girl. And I see no Danny Zuko. Where is he? I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked at my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her. That's kind of creepy.
Well,
That's really... Well... I don't particularly... I'm sorry, there's people walking around and being extremely loud, and it's bothering me, and I'm distracted. Anyway, I don't think that it's particularly weird to notice things about people. I had a friend who, I would go out to dinner with him, and he would be like, "You're moving your finger. Why are you doing that? Are you thinking?" Because I'm double jointed in my pinky, and so when I think, when I'm thinking hard, I pop it back and forth. I'm doing it right now, actually, and I didn't know that I did that until he told me, but, whatever. So, I guess she's just gonna tell us what she notices about Mai. She had a high, songbird voice.
what?
Oh, she was dynamic, her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke. She laughed often. She imitated people in wildly unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. But most notably, she talked. A lot. Oh my god, can you please just get the gate open? Thank you. I can't. We have a baby gate. For my dogs. I didn't find this particularly annoying, as it filled the silence and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing, a flash of familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over. Hana, that's it. Hey, that's him! Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper, just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom. The boy from the train, that's him.
What?
Jared? Yeah, with the weird green jacket and swoopy hair. Swoopy hair, that's him. He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh my god, he sees me. Oh, you. I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me.
Hana!
Hana! I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Oh my god, look at the sparkles. I would say that that is definitely some swoopy hair if I've ever seen it. Really well, I found my roommate and she's been helping me out. I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. Sorry. People stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and me. My shoulders bunched around my neck. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. Third year, right? I nodded.
All right.
Some of my friends are in that year. Of course, they can't compare to me, but I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. He flashed a dazzling smile, then winked. It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. Oh my god. Oh, I've had some experiences with guys who, like, don't care at all that you're, like, a person, and they're just like, hey, I think you're cute. Do you want to go out with me? And I'm just like, guess what? I just met you. And no. And, like, literally, I was working on a bulletin board for Scholar Quiz. If anyone knows what that is, like, Quiz Bowl Scholar Quiz. And I'm the varsity captain, and this guy walks up to me and asks me on a date that I've never seen in my life. Just randomly asks me out. He's like, I play varsity football. Do you want to go on a date with me? And I was like, I'm okay, thanks. And I mean, I wasn't like mean. I was like, I'm not looking for a boyfriend right now, in my awkward way that I do things, because I was like, trying to get out of the situation without saying no. Without seeming mean. I just didn't want to be in the situation. I was like, bye! So, you know, I can talk about that more later, but, like, it was a mess. And then there was, like, oh my god. I've had a lot of bad experiences with people. Anyway, Jared says, well, I'll see you around. I watched, a torrent of thoughts raging through my head, as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket? Yeah, it's called being in a club. It's a uniform. That's Jared. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me.
He's so cute.
He's the most beautiful guy in school. So that's like his epithet, is that he's the most beautiful guy.
Oh,
the
Jared.
most beautiful man in the world. I can't believe he just looked at me. Girl, he didn't just look at me. He talked to me. Like, he looked at you, but he talked to me. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing an indecent pink. Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as part of their uniform? No, they're allowed to. There. You know Jared? Oh, I gave her a man's voice? Whoops. That girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. Oh yeah, name drops. You know how it is. I know, Edgar Allan Poe and David Tennant. Got him. That's how I make friends. I just say famous people, even if they're not alive anymore. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Got him. He's my best friend, actually. Thank you. That girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. Yeah, I already got that, didn't I? Me. Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. Okay, if you talk to me, we're friends. Like, that's how I operate. I'm the type of person that I'll be friends with everyone. Like, I'm just like, hey, we're friends. Nice to meet you, we're friends. I think my freshman year, I came into a school where I knew literally 3 people out of, like, 1,700. And I immediately started making friends, and there was this one guy who he walked up to me, like, a quarter into the school year, and he was like, are we friends? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I think so. And then we, like, shook hands. It was really weird, but it was fine, I guess. But looking around, Mai and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in. They deemed? Read? They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt? Oh no, I have to choose! God! Huh. This is hard because, like, on the one hand, you want to be like, yeah, I know him, but, like, it says, I guess so, which is, like, what I would say, because, like, you do know him, you did meet him, he did speak to you, like, he knows who you are, and you know who he is, so it's, like, you do know each other, but I wouldn't really say that you're, like, friends, so, but did she say, do you know him, or did she say, are you friends? Paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. I don't know. I am like really thinking on this because this is a rough situation for me right now. Because this is like calling in my awkwardness and what would I do? What would I do? I would probably say, oh my god, what would I do? Because there have been instances, it's not really a lie, because you do know him. But like also, I feel like there have been instances where like I've said, I do know them, like I kind of know them. I'm like, yeah, kind of, like I know them, but we're like not close, like we're like squirts. Which like, okay, for anyone who doesn't know, a squirt is like what we say, I say, and me and my friends, some of my friends, mostly just me and this one friend, she made up the term and then she told me about it. So now I use it, but it's like someone, you're more than an acquaintance, but less than a friend. So it's like that weird in the middle place where like, you talk sometimes in school because you sit next to each other, but you would never hang out. Like that's a squirt. You know what I mean? And like you could hang out, there would be nothing wrong with it, but you're just not there yet. So that's a squirt. So I think like me and Jared, I don't know. Honestly, I'm thinking too hard on this, and I'm sure it's gonna bother. It's bothering me, so I'm just gonna say, not really. Oh, I don't care. She looked me up and down, sniffed, and turned away. Okay, as if I smell differently now. I smell the girl who knows Jared. Like, is that a thing? Can you, like, smell him on my breath? That sounds really bad. I'm gonna pretend I didn't say that. It's not what I meant. Oh no. But, like, her face dramatically changed, and she was just like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Honestly, girl, if you don't want to be friends with me because I have only talked to Jared twice in my life, then, like, you can eat a biscuit, really, because, like, I will too. Man. Mai leaned towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She was just trying to get in with you. Get in with me? Why? Literally me. You asked me about those guys in their jackets, right? Those are their normal boots club jackets. I'm gonna literally have an aneurysm. They're... what? What's normal boots club? Aw, it's such a cute little picture of them all. Oh, there's PBG. Is that Satch? I think that's Satch. And I don't know who any of these other guys are supposed to be. And I know that's Jared. I could guess. I think that's the completionist with the parrot. I could guess some other ones, but like also, I'm not gonna. It's a club we have at school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. Well, that's just because it's the status quo at your school. Cool? It's a societal norm. Who's to say what cool is? It's subjective if you ask me. Also, I appreciate that he's playing a Game Boy Color. I have that exact Game Boy Color in teal. I do have that. They get together and play video games or something. What? They're so mysterious. Oh my god. That one right there. Oh, it's JonTron. Okay. See, I was wrong. I was wrong. I don't know anything. I know like 3 of them, and then I know some from Hidden Block, and that's it. That one right there is John, also known as Jontron. His bird's name is Jacques. John is also the president of the drama club here at the school. Dude, I'm in drama club. Like, drama club is lit. We have great parties. Next to him is PBG. Why is he going by PBG? What? That's funny. He goes by PBG for Peanut Butter Gamer. Oh my god. That's hilarious. He and John founded the Normal Boots Club together. PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team. Soccer? Okay. That's the completionist. I'm sorry, I knew it was one with a beard. Then there's Gerard. People call him the completionist because he's obsessed with collecting things, completing things. He has the biggest itty-bitty kitty collection I've ever seen. Next to him is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's a model. Then there's Satch Bag, but everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Wow. Those guys over there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. They don't matter that much. Literally, she lumped them together, which means that they don't matter as much. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue. Oh, because like they have a channel together, I think. So like, or something. So that's why they lumped them together. I think, maybe. I have no ethos, guys. I have zero ethos. So I don't mean to offend. I really enjoy this. This is fun. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. Okay, hi, Paul. And the guy on the end there is she. He knows more about video games than anyone ever. You know what? That might be a hyperbole, but okay. She exhaled a dreamy sigh into her mashed potatoes. Oh, how would someone, you know, join the Normal Boots Club? Boys only, probably. You don't choose the boots, Hana. The boots choose you. Literally, one time I asked if I could join Boy Scouts, and my friend Danny said no, and I was like, why not? I was really upset. What does that even mean? You have to be presented with the boots to be in the club, and they're like super selective. What are the boots? The club has this boots statue. I almost said status. It's like the one on their patches, but it's gold plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it. Whoa. Sounds like a cult ritual. I hear they fill a room with candles and wear these totally creepy robes during initiation. This year, 2 girls said she saw it once, and they were all like chanting around the boots, and it sounded like they were talking backwards. But I don't believe her, and even if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult because they're all really hot. Do they have a lot of friends? Yeah, tons of friends. I'd say they're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in the school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in school too. Or boy for that matter. Hey. I hiccuped. I'm sorry. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mai talk about Jared through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. Back at the dorm, I sorted through the pile of textbooks the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts music to static. Ew. Mai fervently scribbled in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with strikingly poor posture. Hey, Mai. She didn't bother to look up. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She shuffled through the papers on her desk before producing a thick textbook. A demure man in a powdered wig frowned at me from the cover. Yeah, this one. I sighed. I don't have that one. The school must have missed it. Mai shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch at the library. You can just check one out. Where's the library? Mai riffled. I think it's supposed to be rifled, but it looks like riffled. Through her notebook and wrote something down. She tore the page out and handed me a crudely drawn map. Oh, okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so I think that is where we're gonna start, or stop the video for today. So thank you guys for watching. Next time, I guess we will go to the library and we'll see who's there. Hopefully, we'll meet somebody. I bet it's gonna be Satch. Like, how much do you want to bet me? Because he's supposed to be, like, the smart one, is what she said. So, I bet it's gonna be Satch here, and we're gonna, like, talk to him and be like, hey, guy, what's up? How you doing? Want to read a book together? Because that's how you flirt, right? Said the 17-year-old that doesn't know how to talk to people. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one here for today.